channel, you guys. So today I'm going to be doing a story time / mukbang, okay? So first I'm going to show y'all guys what we got, and then we'll go from there. So we got some flotas. That's how she told me to say it. I don't know exactly what it is, but we got some haracha, which is this is a quesadilla. And then we got some regular nachos and a burrito with some rice. There's extra rice back there. And we got some tamales. Some chicken tamales. And, you know, all our sauces and stuff. So I know y'all like, why y'all eating in the bed? Because the kitchen's downstairs. The downstairs is a freaking mess. So I just got these trays and this is how I'm going to eat, okay? Okay, so this is my first time eating from this place. I want to kind of turn it around so y'all can see it a little bit. Yeah, y'all can see a little bit of it. Y'all can see what y'all need to see. Right. So I'm going to try the flotas because it look good. This looks so good, y'all. Look at this. And eat rice because I'm like a big fan of Spanish rice.
Word.
Oh my God, it's good, y'all. The rice is popping.
Ain't hard.
The rice is good. Alright. So, basically, oh, what's this? Look at this. Oh my God, y'all.
It's good.
I don't know what this is, but it's so good. Oh my God. Alright, so basically I'm just gonna I'm sorry, when I baby. So altogether, everything was $54. Now, before I get into the story time, I just want to taste everything because I'm fat. I'm not fat, but I'm greedy. Alright, this is the burrito. I'm just cutting a piece. Got like green chili sauce on it. I'm not a fan of chili sauce, green chili sauce, but it's good. But this rice, y'all. Our rice is popping. Alright, and what? No, Leah about to come upstairs popping. I'm about to take a piece of this quesadilla. Just like a real quesadilla, y'all. It got red radish on it. I said red radish. It got radish on it. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Alright.
I like to try new stuff. So I'm gonna try everything. And go off of it. It tastes like real Mexican food. This shit is good. Especially the nachos. The nachos and whatever the hell that is, fluntas. Oh, that's all hot. I just got Gatorade. This is the strawberry lemonade brand. I don't like Gatorade, but this flavor is good. So everything is good. I tasted everything except for the tamale. I never tasted a tamale before.
this?
I don't know.
I'm dry though.
Alright. This is what it looks like. Are you supposed to eat the outside? Yeah, you're supposed to open it and eat the stuff inside. Is that hair? I don't know. I'm about to say. Alright, I'm scared, y'all. It's okay. I wouldn't be like, oh, I need some tamales. I don't like the texture. Yeah, it's hard. It's good. It's good. It is. It's good, but I don't know. The texture is weird. Like that. Well, who had it before? I don't know who had it.
I ain't want to eat seasoning.
But these flautas or everything. I like them.
You tried everything?
The nachos is funny. I'm so hungry, y'all.
I think that's what it is. I'm not. It's good, but I'm not hungry.
You don't have to. You don't have to eat. Alright, so my story time is gonna be about me being 15 and pregnant. For those who don't know, I got pregnant when I was 15. And a lot of people ask, like, this is nasty. And that's what they got on the burrito, and I think that's why I'm not like feeling the burrito. And that's hot as hell. And she said I was gonna have guacamole, but I don't see the guac. But anyway, a lot of people ask me what happened or how I managed. How I managed and stuff. So I'm gonna tell you guys my story. So basically, when we first moved to Virginia, okay, no, let me mind it back. My mom moved me and my brother, her oldest son, out of Philly when we were like, I was like 2.5. We moved down Virginia with me, her, my brother, and her boyfriend at the time. And so I was really far away from my dad. My dad was still in Philly with my other siblings, but the siblings I had from my dad. So just me, my mom, and my brother. My mom and my dad never been together. They was never together. Let my mom tell it. I was a one-night stand baby. So yeah. We moved to Virginia. I stayed there till I was about 11, I want to say. These nachos, bang. So I was like 11. And we end up, I remember like getting a phone call, like my mom getting a phone call and her like busting down crying. And we were told that my great grandma, who was healthy at the time, was dying. Like, about to go. We need to get to Philly ASAP. So my grandma ended up driving to, because my grandma lived in South Carolina. She ended up driving to Virginia, and we all drove to Philly. When we got there, my mom dropped me off with my dad. So I stayed with my dad for a few. I remember my mom calling, like, she was going back to Virginia because we was moving to Philly. She called in like July or sometime. But anyway, we ended up moving here when I was like 12. When she got here, we moved to North Philly. No, first we lived with my uncle on 60th Street. And then we moved to North Philly. I was so scared when I moved to Philly. Like, I wasn't used to, like, guys trying to talk to you and all other stuff. Like, I would run and stuff when people try to talk to me. Like, but it was kind of like a crazy transition from moving from Virginia, where it's, like, predominantly middle class and white and stuff, to, like, in the smack dab in the middle of North Philly. So, we moved to North Philly when I was, like, 12. And I wasn't no fast little girl, nothing like that. A lot of the times I would be in the house. I was like a house bunny. Like, people used to come to my door and be like, Kimmy White, come outside. Like, I never want to come outside. And, like, the drug dealers and stuff on my block used to always try to talk to me because I was built for a 12-year-old. Like, I tell my mama all the time, like, I used to get teased for being fat, but it wasn't that I was fat. I had boobs and butt and thighs when I was a child. So people, you know, kids not used to that kind of stuff. That, because I'm coming down, you know how Southern women are built. Like, we coming from a whole different territory, and I was built differently. So when I got down here, I don't know, just like a lost country girl. Like, so I wasn't fast or nothing like that. And I remember, like, drug dealers and stuff on the block used to try to talk to me and stuff, and I wasn't, like, infatuated with boys. Then the loop started, like the party lines, like this, the call lines that you call in or whatever and talk to boys and stuff. That's how I started, like, getting comfortable with talking to boys. But anyway, just rice, y'all. So anyway, as I got older, around like 13, I met my first. I'm not gonna say his name on here, but I met him, and he was way older than me, and I ended up losing my virginity to him, and vice versa. It was our first time, and that opened up Pandora's box, basically. I wasn't out here tripping, but I did have a boyfriend, and I was sexually active. I told my mom, who in turn, she was really upset, like, and, you know, I told my mom because it was a bet. My friend betted me that I wouldn't tell her, and I don't, you know, being a child, I laughed or whatever and told her, and she, like, bust out crying, and reality hit me that it's not funny, like, but she was more so hurt because I told, my mom was hurt because I told her best friend at the time before I told her. So, well, she was really mad at her best friend, so her best friend didn't tell her. But anyway, so at 13, I was sexually active. I don't know why, because after I lost it, I didn't do it for, like, I think, like, a year. But anyway, I was going to my dad's house one day, and my brothers, you know, they used to smoke weed and stuff like that, and, like, a bunch of people over, and they had this guy over. I can't say his name, but it's my baby's father's older brother. We was all out there chilling and stuff. I wasn't smoking yet, but I was trying to be older than what the hell I was. And out there chilling with them and stuff, braiding hair and stuff like that, 'cause that's how I made my money.
I'll let this be yours.
Okay. That's how I made my money back when I was a child, a kid. Okay, thank you. That's how I made my money. So I ended up meeting the guy's brother, younger brother. We was all outside chilling when they listen to music, and I was singing. I can sing, you guys. A little known fact about me. Not sing, but I can sing, okay? And I was singing on the porch one day, and he was out there. And mind you, I was not at all attracted to him, like, in the beginning. But he used to try to talk to me all the time, and I flirt or whatever, but I was only 14, and he was 19. And I had just got out of a relationship where, oh my God, that's a whole nother story, y'all. That's a whole nother story time, but I could say I got robbed by my ex one time, but I'm not gonna get into that. I just got a relationship with the guy that robbed me, so I was like not ready for talking to nobody. Plus I was young, like I don't know, it was just a lot of stuff. I was going through something. And my mom at the time, she was with this guy who had a lot of money. We lived very comfortably, but I don't know, I felt like he was cheating on her. It was a couple times I caught him doing stuff he wasn't supposed to do. I just didn't like him. And my mom, she really tried to. He was disabled. He couldn't walk. His legs were I can't think of the name, but his legs, he couldn't walk. He was in a wheelchair. And my mom, she broke her neck to help this guy. Like, that's all she did. And I just didn't like him. Like, but she spent a lot of time with him, and they used to go to like AC. They used to take trips all the time, and I didn't want to go. I was actually supposed to go to Cancun, and I didn't want to go. So I used to stay home or go to my dad's house. But anyway, I'm so off track. He used to flirt with me and stuff, and I ain't really paying no mind. And we had like this. My brother had this friend down the street, and we used to chill at her house. She was like the house where everybody went and smoked and stuff. He could go on all the time. So my older brother, David, my older brother Boosie, well, Boosie was locked up at the time, I think. Like, he was locked up. But David, he didn't want me talking to him. Like, he was mad. He used to curse me out. Try to swing with me. My dad used to, like, interfere, like, cut it out, da, da, da. And I think that's what drove me to want to be with him more, because it was like, I'm a teenager, you telling me no, and I'm going to do the opposite. Like, so, my dad, they couldn't really, like, do nothing outside of the house, but I started, like, sneaking to see him. We actually had a friend. He had a friend that lived up the street, and we used to go over there and talk and stuff. But, I was so young and dumb, y'all, that I thought he had money.
Get money, he said.
Because he bought me like 2 pairs of sneakers one time. But I was so young and dumb. I think I was hurting from a lot. I felt like I was being neglected. My mom got this new guy. You know, it used to be me and her, and now this guy in the picture. Like, I think I just felt like I didn't have anybody. So I started being, what's the word? Rebellious. Like, not coming home, not going to school. I had just gotten to high school, and it was a high school that I really wanted to get into. Went through this whole process, got in. I think I went there for 2 months and ended up not going back. I used to skip school just to see him and chill with him all day. And meanwhile, this dummy ain't got his diploma either. So anyway, chilling with him, you know, we're sexually active. And I wanted a baby. All my life, I said I wanted a baby, da da da. But I don't think I wanted a baby with him. Like, I just wanted a baby. And then when I started being sexually active, I was like, well, if I get pregnant, I get pregnant. Like, all stupid. So, I remember, like, I had a friend at the time. I'm not going to say her name either. But she used to come over my house. And I didn't have no symptoms, girl. None. Like, I had on a belly shirt because I didn't have no stomach. And I was in the mirror, like, dancing with her. And she was like, at the time, she thought she was pregnant. So she was like, Kimmy, your pregnancy line is dark. I'm like, what's a pregnancy line? She's like, the line down your stomach. Like, why it's so dark? So I'm like, I don't know. Like, I brushed it off. I don't pay no mind. But, like, my heart dropped a little bit. Like, I got scared. So, she was like,
I miss you.
he's so cute, y'all.
I don't know what to do. I told the girls I feel left out. That's insane. I'm going, bye.
Y'all hear him? So cute.
You see right here looking for shit that I don't even need.
Come on, kid.
Come on.
Come on, kid.
Try to play.
With the food on my mouth and everything.
Alright, wait.
Alright, so she was like, your line is dark. I'm like, what? Like, your line is dark. I'm like, I ain't paying no mind, right? So, weeks later go by, and my period don't come on. So I'm like worried. I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing to my mom, whatever. And then I started to have morning sickness. So I'm like, alright. I didn't take a pregnancy test. I went in my mom's room one day. She was laying on the bed. And I was like, Mom, I gotta talk to you. I think she already knew because I know my mom, like the look on her face, like, and I was like, I think I'm pregnant. And I think I had just turned 15. Or a couple months into being 15. And she looked at me and she cried. My mom cried so hard. Like, she cried so bad. I felt so bad. I started crying. She was like, you disappointed me. Like, I felt so horrible. Like, so, my mom... Oh, matter of fact, before I got pregnant, I wasn't, like, being at my dad's house that much anymore. And I wanted him to be able to come over my house. So I didn't have to chill at my dad's house all the time. So, I wanted my mom to meet him. My mom wanted to meet him because she wanted to know who I was, like, hanging around and stuff. So, I told him to come over and meet my mom and the guy she was talking to at the time. And when we was on the porch, I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo. I'm like, because, you know, at this point, he's 20. I'm only 15. So, I'm like, yo. When she asks you how old you is, don't say your age. This can dummy, bro. Soon as my mom come outside, he introduced himself, whatever. He already looked grown in the face, so I know she wasn't stupid. I don't know what I thought I was getting away with. But she was like, how old are you? He gonna say 20. After I just told him not to tell her how old he was, like his actual age. Tell her that he was 17. He said 20. So my mom didn't. She wasn't rude enough, and she talked to him. When he left, she was like, no, like, I don't want you seeing this boy. He's too old. I will call authorities. Like, I have authorities involved. Like, da-da-da. And I'm like, okay. Didn't listen because I'm a teenager. So I'm like, I'm still seeing him and stuff. So, yeah. Just not before I was pregnant. So she called him, and his mom wasn't really, she didn't like me because I wasn't Muslim. And they are from a Muslim family, so at the time I wasn't Muslim, so she didn't like me. So she called him and told him to meet us at the hospital, which is weird because I'm going to a pediatric hospital taking a pregnancy test. It was like so crazy. So I get to the hospital. They asked me, do I want my mom to be in here? And I come here. They try again. They tell my baby father to go outside. So he goes outside. So I already knew what it was when they told him to go outside. Doctor come back. He said, yeah, I'm pregnant. And I was 6 weeks pregnant. So I go outside and I get him. I tell him, he come in. My mom have a long talk with us. And she takes time to the side and talks to him. I heard something to the effect of, like, I should have your ass arrested, but you need to be here for this baby. So, after that, he was allowed to come over and stuff. and be at the house, but I'm under supervision, of course, and a curfew. You couldn't stay the night, nothing like that. But mind you, I'm a teenager. I find my ways. I find ways for us to like stay the night. I lie to my mom, all this other stuff. So I ended up going through the pregnancy. Throughout the pregnancy, it was horrible. Okay. It was one. Okay, so when I was pregnant, it was one time he like beat me up on the way to 69th Street. Like he was mad about something. I forgot what it was about, but he beat me up. And this was, I've never put my hands on nobody. This was like, and I never knew about this, honestly. Like, so I wasn't trying to fight him back or nothing because I was scared. Like, I was walking to 69th Street. It's dark as hell. We on this, like, back road, and he, like, keeps swinging on me and shit. And I'm pregnant. Then somehow he makes it to Frankfurt Terminal where I lived in Northeast. He makes it to Frankfurt Terminal and starts crying and apologizing. That's the first signs of my life accepting men who are mentally disturbed. Like, but he makes it to Frankfurt Terminal. And I take him back because I'm young and stupid. Through the whole pregnancy, girl, he cheated on me. He got with some girl that he was with after we divorced. He was cheating on me with her at his mom's house. His sisters, who are my sisters, I love all of them to death. Nothing changes. But at the time, they didn't like me, okay? So, like, they showed up at the door trying to fight me. It was just, like, crazy, my whole pregnancy. No, I wasn't pregnant when they showed up. Anaya was born already. But I love them girls now. They my babies. But, yeah, it was just horrible. Like, the whole pregnancy, he was cheating. It was just, like, crazy. Like, but on July the 4th, my due date was July 4th. And on July 2nd, I had my baby shower. And I remember, like, being outside jumping rope. And my mom was like, girl, you gonna jump that baby out. That night, I went in labor. On July 2nd, I went in labor. Bruh. Nobody could have prepared me for the freaking pain I went through. I was in labor for 2.5 days, bro. I was in labor for 2.5 days. And they couldn't give me any medications because she wouldn't come down. So I was just in constant labor, like, and they needed my labor to keep, like, persist, I think, like, for her, to bring her down. They needed the contractions to keep going, but she wasn't moving down the canal. So I was just in pain. And then finally on the second day, my mom was like, y'all have to give her something. Like, it was to the point where I wasn't even screaming anymore. Like, my body was tense. I was shaking. It was just horrible. It was a horrible, horrible, horrible labor. And they finally ended up giving me morphine. And I was fine after that, because after the morphine, she ended up coming down. What happened was, I think they gave me something in my IV right before when I got there, and I think it made her sleepy, made Sanaya sleepy, and that's why she wasn't, like, moving through the birth canal fast enough. But anyway, on July 4th at 11:40 a.m., no, it was like 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock a.m., they told me that I was 10 centimeters dilated, 100% faced or whatever. I can't remember what it was. But, and I was ready to push. The doctor was like, we'll have this baby out by 1 o'clock. I said, listen, sir, I'm going to have this baby out by 11:40. I'm not, listen, 11:30. 11:30 at the earliest, okay? And I remember, like, in my head being like, bruh, I'm about to be a mother and I'm only 6. I wasn't even 16 yet. I was still 15. My birthday's the 19th. So I had, like, 2 weeks before my birthday. So I was like, bruh, like, I'm really about to be a mom. Like, and I started pushing and pushing, and she would not come out. And they finally put, like, a mirror in front of me, because my mom was like, if you put the mirror in front of her, she'll be able to see, because she kept coming out and going back in. And I finally pushed, and then my baby was born at 11:40 in the morning. Sanaya Lachey Abdulaziz was born. And she was just everything. Like, she was I couldn't believe I was a mom. It's just, first of all, I've been taking care of kids all my life. But it was like an instant, like, all right, like, it's time to get it done. Gotta be a mommy, like, and there she was, like, if I had the decision to do it all over again, I definitely would have waited. I definitely would have waited some years till I had a baby. because it stopped a lot of stuff. And not to mention that Michaela was born when I was 17, so I was a teen mom twice. And I didn't want to be pregnant with Michaela. I was like about to break up with their father and end up finding out I was pregnant. So I don't know, I was like, all right, another baby, like, I might as well make it work. End up staying in a marriage for 7 years that I should have been left. But I was married at an early age. I got married when I was 16. And I had my second daughter when I was 17. And yeah, it was just, my life just went really, really fast. And I had to grow up really fast. And, you know, reality hit when I turned 21. And I'm sitting here I had just got my GED. And I'm like, I got 2 kids. Like, this is crazy. Like, but I end up doing pretty good, picking myself up. It took some years, but I got it together. But if I could have waited, bro, I would have waited. Like, if I could rewind time and have the same kids, but just have them later, I would have. I felt like I would have got a lot more stuff done. It stopped life completely. I wasn't able to party anymore. I wasn't able to go anywhere. I wasn't able to shop. And this is because I wanted a baby and probably wanted attention and had a lot of stuff inside of me, or was very hurt from stuff that I, barricaded it in my mind and my heart for years. Like, I think I was a child that was just hurting and didn't know why. I didn't know where this anger came from, and rebelled in the worst way by having a baby. Like, because I felt like I couldn't offer her nothing. Like, yeah, I had a baby, but my mom and my grandma took care of my 2 daughters for the longest. Like, before the babies. Like, it was just me, Nia, and Michaela, and my mom and my grandma and my grandpa did a lot, like, for them little girls. So I had babies but couldn't financially take care of them. And then I was, in the system on welfare. And welfare don't give you enough to feed 2 kids. You know what I mean? Like, maybe feed them, but as far as cash, like clothes, you get, what, $186, and you got to split that between 2 children? Like, that's crazy. Like, so I struggle. I had a hard time with getting my life together. And especially when I hit my 20s, you want to party. I was Muslim, garbed up and practicing for a lot of years. So by the time I hit 20 and I started to like want to go out and party, and I got away from him, it was like, it's too late for that. But I wanted to still do it, and I didn't have a babysitter, and I didn't have this, and then I'm fighting with him because he don't want to give me child support, and he don't want to help with the kids. It was just a lot, y'all. And I'm like so fortunate that I'm able to do it by myself today, because a lot of women don't get there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women get their kids taken from the system. A lot of women lose their children. A lot of women, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot that could have happened, that I'm blessed that I still have my children. I've been here all of their lives. They don't have to say, like, my mom wasn't there, or I could have been strung out on drugs, anything. Like, being that young, that opens doors for a lot of stuff. Like, so that is my 15 and pregnant story. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, I didn't really put a dent in anything except for these. These was really good, y'all, in my rice. But I don't know. The kids will probably eat this. I'm gonna finish it. But yeah. Want to see more story times? I have hella story times, okay? If you want to see when I got robbed by my ex story time, hashtag robbed by my ex down in the comment section below. And I love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that bell on for post notification. Turn the post notification bell on for future videos. And if you're a new subscriber, hello, welcome. And if you're an old one, Ali G's gang gang, we love you. And see you in the next video.